We are going to do, we're going to be talking about smart TVs. And anyone who has a little bit of experience with smart TVs, the three that we mainly tend to use is Apple TV, the Fire TV, and the Roku TV. Um, I know there's a much more out there, but I know that there are some limitations with accessibility when you're kind of stepping out of the three top ones. But if you still use them and if you're able to get away with them, feel free to share with us how you do it. So I think who wants to kind of get started with the Apple TV? I heard Patrice in here. I think I heard.
I'll go ahead and get started with it. I apologize to all of you, but maybe this will explain. I have an Apple TV. I have it has its own, we call them guns, but remotes, and you can access voiceover with it. You push a button, and then menus come up, and you can go through the various channels. Um, but here's the truth. I can't even find it anymore because we happen to have Xfinity, Comcast Xfinity, and Bob, who isn't here today, turned me on to the fact that you can turn on voice guidance on your Xfinity remote, and you can ask it, to go here, to go there, to turn on Netflix, or you can just push this main button that says "Show me." And so I can say, show me San Francisco Giants, and they'll go to that channel and open it up, and there's the game. So I started using my Xfinity remote rather than the Apple remote because it was simpler. It may not give me as much information if I'm really trying to research something as Apple TV, but I usually check, frankly, with Siri to find out when things are on, or again, I'm thinking sports. Forgive me, that's one of my pastimes. But when does the game start? And it'll give me the schedule. It'll give me the Siri will give me the entire schedule for the NBA playoffs, which are happening every day, and I'm interested in them. And he gives me the times, for our time zone, not for Eastern time zone. So, but if you sometimes use the E lady, that doesn't work. She will most of the time give you the right time zone, but you have to listen very carefully because sometimes she's random with that. And she'll give you if you say, what was the score of the Giants game? She'll give you the last score of the New York Giants in 2025. So you really have to be specific with the E-Lady. But at any rate, that's what I'm using now. I'm using Xfinity and that remote, and it takes me, the other thing is it's covering all, including Roku, and Netflix, HBO. Yeah, we have a lot of subscriptions. Yeah, we don't go out to dinner much, but we have a lot of of the subscriptions. A couple of them Eric got rid of, and then I find out later, where is it? So, oh, we don't watch it anymore. I think, oh, we don't. But anyway, oh, maybe we wanted to. But at any rate, I don't watch much TV, is the truth. And the only other piece of information I have that I thought was interesting, and I apologize about Apple TV, but if you go into Netflix through the app, if you happen to use that, um, Eric discovered that there are, I think, thousands of movies, older movies, like Back to the Future, or these are movies he would look up, or Smokey and the Bandit, Lord help us. But anyway, they're all completely um, audio described now. So if you're looking for a movie, and you happen to have Netflix on your phone, or on your TV, but anyway, it's amazing, all the movies. And I really do think that, Bevy, that thing we did the day we were doing a user study, can't talk a lot about it, but we were listening to different voices, um, and just really one of the questions they asked is, was that a real person or was that a bot or AI? And it was hard to tell the difference, frankly. But I think um, I think that what we were working on 6 years ago is now a thing. So that's all I can add to this discussion at this time. But I just wanted to say, yeah, if you have Netflix, if you have access to it and can get it, and you want to watch a movie that is older than audio description, they've probably covered it and put it in their library. Any questions?
Since you brought up Netflix, let's tell them how they can turn on audio description. Yeah.
I think we can kind of get there in a second.
Okay, I have some stuff about Apple also.
Yeah,
Great.
go for it.
So I too have had the Apple TV, and I too don't watch TV much anymore or at all. But I asked my daughter, "Hey, can we go through the remote and stuff?" Well, I totally forgot that with the newer TV that we have, um, I think maybe I was thinking about it. I might have even given it to Donna. Um, Maybe I don't know. Anyways, they the kids put it on an app on the regular TV, and so I do have the remote, like Patty said, that can talk. But anyways, the other thing that happened also is that we went in, my daughter and I went into my room, and I did Google. I went to Google and I just put in Apple TV. And I have a Mac computer though, so I don't know if it would work the same on a PC, but it went right into as if I had the remote in my hand.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
it was all right there. All the TV shows, all of the movies, everything was all right there to be able to access. The sidebar, you could open up the sidebar and go in and pick which one you wanted, and then, get out of there and then move over, and all everything that you want is all right there. And because I already had a TV and I was already Apple TV and it was already signed to me, I was already checked in. So there wasn't
Cool.
any sign up or anything. And yeah, and it was just all right there. So yeah, it's very, oh, and I also, what's the name of that? Um, Not ChatGPT, but
Gemini?
Gemini. I went to Gemini today and this morning, and I found out that the new remote, it sounds like it's just exactly like our phone. I mean, you triple
Click.
click to turn off and on voiceover, and you can swipe to go to different things and double tap on things to open it and all that kind of stuff. And so the new remote is much more user friendly to those of us who
Hmm.
use iPhones. And so if you were to buy the Apple TV of today, then the remote is going to be a lot more accessible. And if you have any questions, even about signing it up, you can go to tell me again,
Gemini.
Gemini, and it explains absolutely everything from hooking it up to your TV, all the different things that are in the back of the Apple TV and the plugs and how to put them in and where to put them in and what to put in from your TV to get it all put up, all the way from the installation to using it. It goes all the way through. It was amazing to me. So yeah, I think Apple TV is very, very accessible and very user friendly. And
This is great news, Bevy.
well, thanks, Patty.
Since I already had signed up for it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the golden questions is like, I think you guys kind of, hit on this a lot. But where do you feel like voice control is limiting with the Apple TV?
Voice control.
Yeah, so if I want to
It
tell the control, play this show on this channel, where do you feel like it limit? it hits its limits.
I
Well,
don't
on
know. I
Apple
didn't.
TV, at least you didn't talk to it. It's a remote, but you use it like your phone. You know
Right.
you go up,
Exactly.
down, double tap. I don't remember. Maybe Bevy, did you ever use
I
voice?
did not. I did
I
not.
didn't
But
either. Yeah, it
but
was
this
just a
new remote, it might have the
yeah. It might. Yeah.
Yes, it
yeah.
does. So that was my other question that I had too. Can you talk about the remote? Is it physical buttons? What does it look like more or less?
Is it easy to intuitive? Or-
Navigate.
The new one, I don't know because, like I said, the description that I got was that it sounds like it it works just like our phone is what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
The old one, the original one, I will tell you, it was about, it's small. It's very
yeah,
small, which is probably why it's in some drawer somewhere. Um, it's maybe an inch and a half wide and
yes,
maybe 4 inches long. It's very narrow. And there's an indented button. There are buttons, two rows of buttons, and there's an indented button on the left, and that sort of turns it on. And I think I'm trying to remember. I think I double tapped on that to get voiceover. You have to activate voiceover, for it to start talking to you. I'm frankly, I apologize. I don't remember what the um, it was. It was some sort of tap or some sort of button similar to what we use, and it brought up a menu. But I do not remember. I apologize. It was so long ago. But the fact that you can control it without a remote from your computer is pretty cool. I don't know that that will send it to the TV. You probably need the remote for the TV, but you can, you know.
well, like I said, my kids put it on an app on our TV, so it's still there on my TV. It's
Yeah.
just controlled with a universal app that or universal remote, thank you, that talks. So I can get all of them
Mhm.
that are out there, Netflix, all of that.
Oh, I see, Bevy. So if I understand your question, um, Roberto, you're saying, what limitations are there using a universal remote? Is that your question?
No, no, the
Oh,
question
okay.
is how effective is voice using your voice to load a channel, load a video, um using either the physical remote or using the app remote.
Well, it sounds like with yours, Patty, that you just can talk right into it. Yeah.
You do. There's a button you press and it's for voice guidance. That's why Bob is, the king of this. He can get anything done with it. Again, just because he's Bob and, he beats it till it submits and to his brain. And but I press a button and the thing is, you've got to have high batteries. That may be the thing, Roberto. So my batteries were low, so it wasn't reacting to me. I said, show me San Francisco Giants, and it didn't do anything. And then I used Eric's remote, and boom, it was right there. And yes, we have two remotes. Okay, but how lazy are we? Very. So he, he said, I'll change your batteries, or you can change your batteries, whatever. But that's the only thing I notice. If your batteries aren't really new, it doesn't tend to respond very well. If they are new, it's great. And voice guidance is different than show me. I should also say that I don't have voice guidance on necessarily, which I should because it's my remote. Um, but I do have show me. Everybody has show me. You just push this big button on the Xfinity thing and it will, find you what you want. Limiting, yeah, you have to be really specific. It's just like a lot of things. If you don't ask in with just the right amount of information, if you're too general, you can't say, show me the basketball game because, well, right now there are five
Yeah.
different ones. So you really have to be careful how you're requesting, and you usually have to do it a couple of times before it's not, it's not the smartest bulb in the pack. So it will do it though.
Oh,
Patrice,
yeah.
does your remote not tell you when your batteries are low?
Nope.
Mine does.
Well, you're special.
I know. It's when I turn it on, if the
Uh-huh.
batteries are low, it'll say, I don't know, something like batteries low or
Huh.
What kind of
No,
TV do you
no,
have
that's
in your
cool. Well, no, I don't have that.
I only
Um,
use the Xfinity remote. That's all I use.
yeah, okay. So maybe I've got I mean, mine's old. It has a chip out of it. Yeah, Eric has a new one, but I wanted him to because I tend to drop them and they go skidding across the floor and then the batteries fly out and then, so I would say mine is a war veteran and it has a few injuries that I am contending with, but it's still a loyal citizen.
Right.
I think if you call Xfinity, they'll send you a new one.
Yeah, they will. No, no, we could just send him up to the store, because he likes to go to the store, Pat.
Oh, okay.
It's too bad he doesn't live next door to you because he would just go to the store for you.
Yeah, I know. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Does
I
Which,
live
anyone,
right, I could just have them
what
send
about
it.
living next to me? I need to go to the store.
Move into our
Come on
mobile home park.
over.
He'll be right there.
Yeah, join us.
sounds like we're about to go to Pat's house, Patrice's house right now, but does anyone else want to share another TV that they have other than the Apple TV?
Or any
Like,
questions about the Apple TV? Let's start there.
we have a Roku
That's a
also.
smart TV.
And Melanie, do you have
She's not-
Melanie
Please
walked
don't
away.
go.
Oh, shoot. She's got information from Bob to share.
Okay,
Oh,
if no one
good.
has questions about the Apple TV, I guess we could do our part, the Roku
Yeah,
TV.
you want to start?
Yeah, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about the Roku, and then Roberto's gonna play some videos, and then I'll go back to talking, and yeah. So the Roku TV is interesting because you can have a Roku TV with a Roku remote, or you can have like an off-brand that is powered by Roku. And it's the same remote basically, or you can have the Roku stick, so you can have a TV that's not smart at all and connect the Roku TV and make it a Roku TV.
That
And
TV.
the only thing with the remote, it changes a slightly bit in the sense that you can't control the on and off TV. You can't power it on and off, and you can't lower the volume with that remote. So I have all three. There is one other thing. You can also have a replace your Roku remote with what is it called? The Roku Smart Audio Remote, which allows you to talk to it. And you can also install the Roku app on your iPhone or any phone for that, and use it with VoiceOver or TalkBack, whatever phone you have, as long as it has a screen reader.
You can actually use it with your phone?
Yes, you can.
Oh,
You can download the app and it will download the Roku channel, but within that Roku app, there's a tab for the remote, and you would just pair your TV with the app.
Gosh.
huh.
Yes. So there's
Now unmuted.
many different ways that works. Do you want to kind of play the
Yeah, I
video?
don't think Melanie has given me access to do that.
Oh no.
But I do want to add on to that.
But I could talk a little bit more if you want.
Go for it.
Okay, so with the Roku interface, I would say it's pretty much friendly for users like us who have low vision, legally blind, all that good stuff. It's pretty friendly because the Roku grid basically is always the same. Rarely will it change, which you eventually start to have muscle memory. So whether you have a little bit of sight to use it, or just from listening to it as you click, you begin to learn the grid interface. So for the most part, it's friendly. The second part would be that for the most part, you can be pretty independent without having someone that's sighted around you. So on the remotes, there is a star button, and most of these, all Roku remotes have physical buttons. So you would click the star button 4 times. You click it 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't want to do it too fast or too slow. You click it 4 times. It turns on the, what is it called? Audio
scroll?
guidance.
Oh,
It's called audio guidance,
okay,
which is the screen reader for that.
okay.
So just like, the Apple TV has the voiceover, Roku has audio guidance.
Okay.
that's how you access it?
Yes, you
Okay.
click the star
times.
4 times. Yeah, so you would go 1, 2, 3, 4. And this makes it so much easier to set it up all by yourself. Of course, when you turn it on, it's gonna have the default setting voice. But once you have it, you can navigate to the settings and change the voice, so whether you want a different pitch or different speed. I believe it only has one voice, but it works.
So now what can you access on it? I mean, does it have like the TV, Apple TV, it has different movies?
Yes, it has different apps.
Uh,
So you can have Netflix, Hulu, ABC News, I'm trying to think. You can have Disney Channel, all of that
mhm.
stuff on there.
Do they have their own movies also?
Yes, it's the Roku channel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also an app within there. And again, all the buttons are physical, so as you push the arrows, they'll talk to you. They have, for the most part, I would say that Netflix, Hulu, and Disney are the most accessible with Roku, just because, Roku has done a really good job of becoming more accessible, but the apps are a little different. So it does change a slightly bit from app to app or channel to channel, as you would say. Um, do you want to?
I think we have to leave, so excuse us.
Oh, yeah, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Bye, Lorraine. Have a good rest of your day. Do you want to mention anything?
I would say one of my this is kind of like, sorry. Patrice, I know you mentioned with the Apple TV or Xfinity, I'm not quite sure which one of them you mentioned, you can access Roku, and I think this is where it can get a little confusing. Is that
Yeah, if you have Roku, let me amend that. We have Roku. A very quick comment. Eric gave me Roku for Christmas maybe 10 years ago. It had no accessibility whatsoever. You just would go bum 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 bum. I'm like, okay. And this was not a happy Christmas moment. And since then, obviously, they have made strides toward being accessible. I think
Yes.
all of these, various remotes figured they better get on the program. But they were slow to get with the program. Apple TV was already there, which is typical of Apple, whatever you may think of it. They tend to put voiceover on things when they give them to you. Anyway,
Oh, so what I was gonna mention is so with the one thing to know about a lot of these TVs is all of them basically have an app. And so you can access the Roku app via the Apple TV. I don't know if you can do vice versa, where you can access the Apple
On the Roku app.
on the Roku
I
app.
mean, on the Roku app.
So that's something to kind of keep in mind. Though, just like Apple, you can access many, many apps. As we,
Apple's a
HBO.
little bit more strict on what they allow their app to be streamed on. So while Apple can have Roku and HBO and all that and Xfinity,
it's 11:30.
it doesn't necessarily work the other way.
So it kind of goes, it's a little weird there. And one thing we're able to do, I think the main reason why we adopted Roku was because we have a Google Home system. And with the Google Home system, we're able to,
Also,
here and there,
yes.
it has broken the connection, but what we are able to do is we're able to tell our Google speakers to control the TV and play something on
Yeah.
a channel.
Mhm.
So we say, play, because we have kids, we will say play Boss Baby on Netflix on the bedroom TV. Our Google speaker would play that.
Yes.
So that's something that we do.
And if it's a Roku TV with a Roku remote and not like a Roku stick TV, you could say, "Hey Google, turn on master bedroom TV." Or turn on, gamer TV, which is my son's TV. Or turn it off because, bedtime. So it's great. You can also navigate it that way.
Tell me why I would want Roku.
Oh, I'm not trying to sell you guys Roku. But
What's that?
I'm not trying to sell Roku.
No, but tell me why I want one. I mean, tell me what does it do that helps?
I mean, the only thing is that I would say if you have a Google Home system and you want to use your Google Home system
Mm-hmm.
verbally, then and you want maybe you lost the remote and maybe you don't know where your phone is at,
Mm-hmm.
then with the Google Home system, you'll be just saying, "Hey G, pause bedroom TV,"
Yeah.
and it would pause the Roku bedroom TV.
Another positive thing about it is that if you buy the audio what's it called? Smart audio remote for the Roku, which is not that expensive, honestly, but it's also voice activated, so you could say, "Hey Roku, where's my remote?" Most remotes are quite small and hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
And the good thing about this one is that if you also have some usable vision, it lights up in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the other good part about it. So you could find it by saying, "Hey Roku, where's my remote?" Or if you have some usable vision, you can see the light lighting up. And the remotes are very tactile, all of them. You almost always, as Patrice said, get some kind of feedback that you push the button. So it makes the noise, the boom, boom, type of noise every time you click it. But they've made it so much easier to turn on and off the audio guidance now.
How much does it cost?
The remote
Mm-hmm.
it's about $20.
I
Oh,
mean,
that's not bad at
if-
all.
Yeah.
if you have an Apple TV, you can just plug in the stick like a Fire Stick, right?
Uh-huh.
So
And make it a
it's
Roku.
about $30.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the whole system is about $30.
And then you don't have to pay monthly or anything
No.
like that?
No, you would still just sign into your general stuff. Like
So if you already have Netflix, you sign
Yeah,
in
you
to
just-
Netflix.
Right.
yes,
Okay.
Lane TV or
Yeah.
YouTube TV,
Yeah,
just sign in.
All right.
I would say for the audio remote, which is
Probably pricier.
$20.
Oh, okay.
I literally just looked it up right now. So with that one, you can also say, "Hey Roku, play SpongeBob on Netflix."
You can tell they have kids.
Yes. So, and it for the most part it does it, but like Patrice said, the limitation is you can't just say play the football game because there might be different ones going on. So you do have to be specific, or you could say, open Netflix. So, "Hey Roku, open Netflix."
The only reason why I would say we played a lot with verbal commands is when our kids were young and
They would
No.
hide the remotes from us.
not just that, they didn't know how to read at the time and we
Right.
couldn't see the screen.
Right.
So just to and our hands were tied or something. So we needed to really master verbal commands and make it as simple as being able just to say it rather than having to play with the remote and kissing the TV or something. I don't know.
So if you wanted to turn on Netflix with Roku, how would you put in your information to turn it on?
Yeah, so that's this whole setup process.
Okay.
But you turn it, what do you mean?
To put in your email and password and all that stuff that it needs to be able to sign in.
So I would turn on the audio guidance again with the start button. You just click it 4 times.
Uh-huh.
Or you could say, "Hey, open Netflix," if you have the audio one.
Mm-hmm.
But then you would still have to turn on the audio guidance. so that you can move around the keyboard
Okay,
with
does have
the
a
arrow
keyboard
keys.
then? Okay.
Yes, and
Mhm.
it will pop up the keyboard. If whenever there's some kind of edit box, it
Mhm.
will pop up the keyboard.
There you go. Okay.
And then I would just go into the app and do it that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So the setup is fairly easy when you know your passwords, not like me.
Yeah.
Um, see, yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. It has improved quite a bit. Before, like Patrice said, it would just make noises and yeah. Yeah, pretty much. All the remotes are about the same size. They're smaller than a chocolate bar. But pretty light. The audio one, the one that you talked, the voice activating one, does not have batteries, which is great. You can charge it now with your cell phone charger. Um, so that's what I like about that.
Can you use it on your phone too, or your computer?
The
The stick?
the
The-
stick,
the-
the Roku stick,
Yeah.
and make it like a Roku TV.
Mm-hmm.
I have never tried that.
Okay.
But what you can control the TV via your computer phone.
Or
Yeah,
your
just
phone,
like
yes.
just like the Apple TV, you can control the computer phone.
Okay.
You're always gonna probably find that cast button.
Mhm.
Anyone have questions about the TV before we jump to the next one?
Any doubts? Any comments?
Hey, my Zoom is working. I don't know if you want to send Melanie the video so she can play all of them.
You can forward the email.
Audio now unmuted.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. My computer probably, I just unmuted myself. I want to say that I am really glad that Roku, has advanced, that they, take accessibility seriously. I'm sure they were smashed to bits by the NFB and other, wonderful groups who represent us. And I'm really glad that, you guys are using it easily and it's working for you and your family. That's exciting. It's great. Look, we have choices.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
I mean, when does that happen?
Right.
It's a great thing.
Melanie, you have information from Bob?
I do, yeah.
Do you want to play the video really quick that Roberto
Oh,
sent?
right. You guys have a video.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think you forwarded it.
No, that's not opening.
Yeah, because it took me a while to forward it to her. Oh, I'll say this too. At the bottom of the remote of the Roku remotes, the physical ones, not the app, but the physical ones, there's 4 buttons at the very bottom, and those are like some of the most popular apps. So there's a button for Netflix, a button for Hulu, a button for Disney, and I believe a button for Roku.
Uh-huh.
Very cool.
Yeah. So
Pat, well, while we're waiting, you use Amazon Prime a lot, don't you, to watch movies?
Not so much anymore.
No.
I watch way too much TV as it is. But I do just use I have a LG smart TV, and I just use my Xfinity remote for everything and talk to it, and I know all the buttons, so I'm pretty adaptable. Everybody's kind of surprised that I can still make
Right.
my way around it. I'm actually quite happy with it. Every once in a while I experiment and get off course, but for the most part I just speak to it and it does what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I don't even watch TV, so why do I need to do that? Never mind. Perla, what about you? Do you have do you use Amazon Prime at all? Watch movies?
Audio now. Muted.
Hi. I really have not uh played around with that very much. I think I inadvertently did it the other day, and then I was meaning to try it again with some other things, but because I think the TV in the kitchen is an Alexa TV. I think we did that on purpose when we bought it. But we have the Apple TV gadget. I think Harv uses that a lot. The thing is, we're hooked into Dish, the satellite, and it has voice, but it's really clunky. And I just haven't bothered to spend much time with it. And because I can't see the TV anyway, I've been just using the app on my phone, and I just watch or listen to the Netflix with voiceover on my phone.
Yeah.
And I can do that with Apple TV and,
And
the other
then
ones too. So
do you also hook into the descriptive video on your phone too? Go into settings?
yeah, right. Well, in settings, you just set it so that
Okay.
it'll come up whenever it's available. So,
Yeah.
regardless of what what app you go to, if it's available, it'll come up, and it does. So, yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
yeah. One of my frustrations is that I really like or used to like foreign films a lot, but
Oh, yeah.
that's
it's weird.
complicated because then voiceover will read the caption, but the timing, I don't know. It just doesn't, I haven't figured out a way to do that successfully yet.
Yeah, I haven't either. Same problem here. Yeah.
My big
You either
use of Amazon is our Prime is for comedians. I listen to comedians.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite
Are you
thing.
guys ready with your
Like a
movie?
half
Yeah,
hour.
I just got the links for the videos.
Okay, so they have the videos ready. And then
Okay.
Donna, get ready because I'm
Can
going to
you
ask
play
you
the
some questions
one?
next.
Sure. Yeah. Hold on. Let's do that.
Did you know that Roku TVs have a screen reader for people who are blind? First, you have to find the remote, which did take me a while. I'm at an Airbnb for the first time. But once you've found it, make sure the TV is on and the power button is at the top. Below that, there's a D-pad with arrow keys. Right below that, there is a row of 3 buttons. All the way to the right is the action button, and it is marked with an asterisk. And if you press that 4 times, it will turn on the screen reader. Make sure not to press it too fast or it will not work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Screen reader enabled. There we go. Menu button 1 of 8. It's not the best voice, but you can use it to navigate. So I'm going to press down. In main menu, live TV. To turn it off, you just press it again 4 times. 3, 4. Screen reader disabled. It will read most things, not everything, and it's not the best screen reader ever, but in a pinch it works. Did you know that Roku TV?
Nice. So that was the first video. Let me open the second video. I don't think the second one was too long. Right there. There's a good one.
Some things are just easier with your voice. In this video, we'll show you how to use hands-free voice controls with the new
It's
Roku
11:45.
Pro.
Sorry.
To give a hands-free command, just say, "Hey Roku," followed by a variety of supported commands. It's that easy. Use hands-free commands to turn your TV on and off. "Hey Roku, turn on the TV." Play entertainment. "Hey Roku, play classic rock." And control your stream. "Hey Roku, pause." You can even find your remote if you lose it. "Hey Roku, where's my remote?" For the best experience, keep the remote within 12 feet of you and talk towards it when giving a command. This way, the remote can hear you over the sound of the TV. To discover more hands-free voice commands and other features of your Roku Voice Remote Pro, visit go.roku.com/Voice Remote Pro. Happy streaming!
That's cool. I like that part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it.
He's very chipper.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
Yeah.
He's a little too happy for me.
That's what I thought when I found it.
Suspiciously
Like,
happy.
listen, buddy, just turn the TV on.
That's the point. Watch something.
I'm terrible. I'm sorry.
I think that's something I've tried, which is very interesting, is I will tell our G device, do Command A, Command B, and Command C. And so this would look like turn on TV, then open YouTube, then play this video. And so it would kind of do that, but once in a while, everything breaks here and there.
Of course.
And I feel like that's what everything does.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, you guys.
Did you want me to share what Bob sent over to
Yeah, I
me?
think we should play that.
Yeah. The
Okay.
king of Xfinity.
I'm excited.
So it looks like he sent me 2 Word documents. One describes what he was going to present on Xfinity X1 accessibility features, and then the second one is the audio description project. Do we want to start with Xfinity?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the Xfinity X1 platform includes powerful accessibility features designed for users with visual impairments. 2 of the most essential tools are voice guidance, which is a talking guide that reads on-screen text, not text within individual programs, and it also reads menu options aloud. Then there's the audio description, a secondary audio track that narrates visual actions during supported shows and movies. So using the Xfinity voice remote, if your remote has a microphone button, this is the fastest way to control your settings. You can open the accessibility menu by pressing and holding the voice button and say accessibility or accessibility settings. To toggle voice guidance, you can press and hold the voice button and say voice guidance.
Cool.
And then to toggle audio description, you can press and hold the voice button and say audio description. There are some remote shortcuts that he has here. You can use the physical buttons on your remote without needing to see the screen. The B key, which is the square button, you can do a quick toggle where you press the B key twice quickly to turn voice guidance on or off. And then there's menu access where you press the B key once to open the accessibility settings menu. Then there's the A key, which is the triangle button. You press it once to open the help menu and then arrow down to select the accessibility tile. Then there's navigating the settings menu manually for those who have some vision. To find these options within the main interface, you press the Xfinity button on your remote, then use the right arrow to highlight the settings icon. The gear is on the far right. Then you press OK, which is the raised button in the center of the directional pad. Then you arrow down to accessibility settings and press OK. And then select and toggle your preferred features. So some of the features are voice guidance, which turns on the talking guide, voice guidance options, which adjust the speech rate so you can have regular, fast, or fastest. And then there's audio description, which turns on narration for supported programs, and enhanced text readability, which increases the font size of the on-screen guide. Just want to pause. Are there any questions so far?
No, but I want you to email me this
Yeah, you got it. I'll put this in the tips and
in
tricks
the
follow-up
notes.
email.
Yeah, great, great.
So while you're watching a show, you can enable audio description for the specific program you're currently viewing by pressing the down arrow to bring up the transport bar. He also labels that as playback controls. Then you can press the left arrow twice to reach the audio description icon labeled AD. Then you press OK to toggle it on. Then he lists some additional support, contact information. If you need further assistance or would like to request a large button voice remote, you can contact the Xfinity Accessibility Support Center at 1-855-270-0379. And they're open 7 days a week, 9 to 11 p.m. And so that's what he has for the Xfinity X1 remote voice instructions. And then if no one has any questions, I'll pop over to the audio description project.
You got a cold too.
Yeah,
Oh,
got this tickle in the back of my throat that just won't leave me alone. Okay, so there is a audio description project. It's an initiative of the American Council of the Blind. And on their website, they talk about this film and series title directory. So this page lists all the films and series currently available with audio description. And to find a particular title, you could enter the name in the search box on the right, and you could browse the full list of what they have available with audio description. And so the results could be narrowed by accessing various features on the left. Some of the features are Apple TV, Disney Plus, DVD, Hulu, Netflix. It looks like they have about 20 to 30 different filters that you can do for each category. So there's providers. You could also filter by genre. You can filter by rating, media type, language, and title.
you
Definitely
had a full
want that.
presentation ready.
What's that?
You had a presentation ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Bob.
Thank you, Bob. It's
Yeah.
making it a lot easier on me. Very
I know.
organized.
I'm so sorry he's sick because it's just like, well, why would I ask Gemini? I could just call Bob.
Mr. Bob Gemini. I definitely want to check into that the descriptive video app
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
telephone number.
Yeah,
whatever.
ACB is really, really on top of this one. And Susan Glass is who's our vice chair of our board of directors. She's very involved with it. She's taken classes in it, and she's also been on a board who approves or doesn't approve their audio description. She's
Wow.
yeah, so we have someone on the ground in our own, our own location area who's working on this too.
That's
If I
awesome.
want to hop over to anyone else that has other TVs that may hasn't been mentioned, just giving anyone a chance.
Donna, can you share about the different video or different TV things that you watch or listen to?
Well, I have to admit, I am not using any of those things and haven't. I do, you've asked several times about Amazon Prime,
Uh-huh.
and I do use Amazon Prime on my phone very well because I can go and, search for the movies, and then I can play the preview of it and see if I want to see it, and then I can play the movie on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I do use that. I like Amazon Prime, not as much as I used to because not as much is free anymore, but that's the way it is.
Right.
But I'm very excited to hear about all these things. Possibility. Lynn has Roku, And I didn't have any idea that you could do all those things with Roku. So I'm excited to give that a try. I've heard of Xfinity. I didn't have any idea what it was. I still don't know totally. I guess I always thought it was like Comcast or something like that.
Yes, that's the same thing.
That's
Oh,
exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's
Well,
Comcast.
yeah, I'm very
I-
excited to hear about all these possibilities. My brain is kind of swimming because, like, Mom, I'm down with a really bad cold, so my mind doesn't work the best anyway. Today it's kind of foggy, so I'm glad that we're going to have all this to go back and go over. But I
Mhm.
can just see so many possibilities. I'm just really
Mhm.
excited to hear there's ways I can look things up because I'm constantly fighting to find things on YouTube. And the thought of just saying open YouTube and find this video is very exciting to me.
And so do you watch movies on YouTube also, or TV stations or any of that?
I watch movies on YouTube, yes. Don't have any TV stations really. I've never had cable or anything like that. So I
But on
have,
YouTube, do they have TV stations or do they just have movies?
I'm not sure if they have TV stations or not. I've never tried searching for TV stations on YouTube. I
Mhm.
have Disney and I have Prime and I have Netflix, but that's it. Lots of other possibilities I can tell.
I was gonna say,
What I like about the Xfinity remote too is I just go to YouTube, tell them what I'm looking for, and I'm there.
Wow, that would be awesome.
And
Yes.
do you have to pay for that Xfinity remote or is it just?
No,
No, it just comes with a subscription to Comcast.
which
Okay.
is not
that's not
cheap.
too bad.
No, but I'm thinking, Bevy, you have it. Hello,
Yeah,
bevy.k@comcast.net. Yeah.
yes, we do have that.
Mm. Well, I just hit a stumbling block with that, unfortunately, because I live in Capitola, and the only thing you can get is Spectrum. That's
Spectrum.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 bummer.
So, yeah, so no Xfinity for me,
Oh, that's terrible.
but definitely have Roku, so that will give me some
Yeah.
possibilities.
If you
Yeah,
try,
it
you
sounds
let
like
us
it's very
know.
powerful. I have to say I'm impressed. I'm glad because I was mighty upset about that originally.
Yeah.
Roberto, did you want to say something?
Oh no, I was gonna mention. I thought Comcast was just a service as well. So either way, so that's good to know. I think we can start talking a little bit about apps if no one else has anything to mention about TVs, streaming apps.
Wait, what about streaming apps?
So I think one of the so I know Bevy mentioned like
we're talking
audio
about-
description on streaming apps. And we were just going to quickly mention like which apps provide it and how can you enable it.
I wasn't ready for this.
I was like, anyone want to
Netflix
jump
is
into
great
it?
though.
Netflix is really good. Absolutely. Yeah.
They have a lot of shows, a lot of movies that are audio described, original and not original to Netflix.
Right.
Um,
How about Disney? Do they have a lot of description ones?
they're improving. They're improving. I'll say
Yeah,
that.
they started slowly. I agree.
Mhm.
They're definitely well behind, but they're working on it. So that's a great.
HBO's behind too.
Mhm.
They're better than they were, but they're kind of poopy.
Yeah.
That's very descriptive.
Thank you. Well,
What
I'm
about
trying to monitor my speech. I already avoided pissed off, and now there it goes.
Oh, don't avoid.
It's 12 o'clock.
Pat, is Amazon Prime, does it have very many audio described?
Like I say, I don't watch any movies, so I really am not up to date on that.
They
Okay.
do, Betty.
Huh?
They do. I mean,
They
'cause
do.
the one thing Eric and I do watch together, yes, sports and films. We don't watch necessarily TV shows anymore, but that, generally speaking, Prime does have audio description. And the thing is, if what I'm excited about that Bob said, because I didn't know that, is that I can just, hold that the magic button, I'll call it, down and ask for audio description. I know how to get rid of it with another button. It's more complicated. Or, because if you leave it on and you turn on the ball game, they're speaking in Spanish. And so this is not good. So I learned about this one other button so I can get rid of them, but or get my own language on there. But I think I like that Roku. It seems like, and Xfinity, you can just access audio, description or set it. That also was exciting to me. Then in your
Apple TV
settings,
also has
yeah,
it.
just set audio description.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do
Sometimes
that.
I notice, and this is something you guys who I'm not so sophisticated. Again, I forgot about the hold that button down thing, so you get where I'm coming from. But sometimes if you access a film and you're not going through the app, but you're going through let's say, I don't know if this makes sense, Roberto and Andrea, you're more sophisticated on this, but the audio description isn't on, or isn't, seems like it's not available. So Eric goes back through it through the app and then it appears. So I think there's also some mystery there, and I'm sure you guys can explain it. Again, I'm I'm ignoring most of this in my life.
Yeah, I think like with Roku, you can set the audio description on the settings of the
Yeah.
TV. And then once you go like to Netflix, it does great with Netflix. Like any show you play, practically, if it has
Mhm.
audio description, it'll just start playing it. But
Mhm.
you can also set that on the app itself. Um, so that this way, like in case that for some reason Roku and Disney are not communicating, you can go to the Disney app settings,
Got it.
on audio description, because sometimes they don't like communicating with each other.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what you're telling me also is if I went into the settings for Xfinity, there's probably just a checkbox for audio description.
Yes.
So that, yeah, exactly. And Eric has gone through and just gone to each of the different streaming services and checked that box. But you can check, there is a mothership. And that I think I'm gonna have him look into and make sure he has that checked, or I'll do it. I'm pretty lazy, but I'll do it. But I think
You are not lazy.
thank you, Andrea. That is the mystery. That's why.
Yeah, it used to be before you used to have to turn it on for each individual
Yeah,
show, and
yeah,
that was a lot of work.
yeah.
It's improved.
The other thing to know is that if you set your language for another language, like let's say Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
just because the audio description is not available in English, it may be available in Spanish, but
Right.
Netflix won't tell you there's audio description unless if you have your language set to that. So if you have your language set to Spanish and the audio description is in English, it won't say audio description available. It just won't say.
Got it.
Yeah, so that's what I noticed when I've been working with certain clients is it says, oh, there's no audio description. I'm like, wait, there is. What do you mean there isn't? And so you kind of have to play with some of those shows. So if you
Mm-hmm.
speak multiple languages, you might benefit because if it's not available in English, you could still hear it in another language, the audio description.
Hey, Perla, you could listen to foreign films in French.
Oh, there is a
There
lot.
is a lot.
No, I'm just saying, maybe if it isn't a French film, but if you speak French, maybe
Yeah.
that's the clue.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Since you're fluent in French.
Yeah, except they usually do the captions in English, not
Okay.
French.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know.
Back to the drawing board. Okay.
I could try it. I could try it.
By default on the voiceover settings, there
Mhm.
is also a setting that says basically tell the apps that I need audio description.
That's what we were saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then most apps should check that out.
Most. Sometimes for some reason or another, certain apps don't have an agreement with,
Voiceover.
yeah, well, with the Roku or, Xfinity, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's like poopy HBO. Yeah.
Yep.
Is Showtime even an app anymore? I think Netflix kind of took over all those, went over all those.
Well, there's Paramount.
Yes.
It's happening.
Yeah, and also you shouldn't the one for NBC, what's it called? Pat. It has British shows. No, it has British Peacock. Peacock
yeah.
also has a ton of shows.
I was like, I know it.
Yeah, yeah. And if you like but here's the funny thing. So, haha, British shows, like if you enjoy whodunits and whatever, Peacock has a ton of British shows. None of them are audio described. But if you're in Britain, every single commercial on TV is audio described.
Oh, the
Oh
commercials
my
are,
God.
that's
All the
funny.
commercials are audio described, but the
Wow,
shows
my
aren't.
God, that's funny.
Oh, that.
Gotta make sure we can sell.
Right.
Isn't that classic?
This is
That's
Paula.
funny.
Has
Yeah.
anybody tried BritBox?
Yeah.
I
We
haven't
have,
heard of that one.
yes, we have that too. See, we don't watch NBC, but we watch BritBox. The same problem though. They don't have much audio description.
That's interesting because everything, every movie in Britain, as I understand it, is audio described.
Yeah. But BritBox, it's very weird and I'm very fond myself of like British detective stories because they're more interesting than they are violent. It's an actual mystery to unravel. And so it engages me more.
There's Sling TV.
Yeah, Sling. Now that's another one. I've never used that.
Do you guys know anything about Sling?
Oh, no.
No, I don't use it.
I don't know either. I do think that Amazon Prime does have audio described.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I wish that a YouTube would bring in audio describe on their movies, but I don't think they have so far.
I believe they're working on it because we've seen The Parent Trap, right? With audio description. We own it on YouTube or whatever, and it's audio
yeah,
described.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
So
Well,
it's
that's
something
good to
that
know.
they're slowly working towards as well.
Mm-hmm.
But that's more in the recent years. So
And
Yeah.
so
Well,
if you're on YouTube and you pull up a movie, do you just look for settings then again, like you would on the Apple TV or any of those?
it's
I
been
don't-
a while.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay.
There's still so many. I mean, in a way, it feels like cable channels have there's less. I mean, cable competition companies, but there's all these apps, and then all these apps offer TVs, and it's like
Right. And the thing with the apps is that you can have them on your phone or on your iPad and stream them from your phone to the TV, most of them,
Mm-hmm.
especially the ones that will allow you to share your password, not Netflix anymore. But they used to be able to, you used to be able to cast the Netflix, whatever you were watching, from your phone onto the TV and control it that way.
too bad that's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix got kind
Yeah.
of stingy with their
Well, I think the other thing that we haven't discussed is the federal government and how they have in the past really put deadlines on you have to have audio description or it has to be accessible by a certain date, by a certain time. They started out with like computer programs. I know at the University of California, as of April 25th, everything on their website is supposed to be accessible to all different kinds of disabilities. And so there are these deadlines, but I don't think audio description, again, we're a small group, the blindness. I think that's why it's great. Groups like ACB or NFB are going going to Congress and bugging them, for this kind of thing. But I don't think there's like a federal law that says you have to have this audio described yet. Something we could all work on, of course. But
Right.
yeah.
I hear Patrice is gonna start a petition.
You got my
Yeah, I'll do that in my
computer.
spare time. Check with me after June 3rd. Voices for Vista tickets are on sale.
You got 10 signatures here already, so.
Okay, great.
Yes. I think that with that law,
Mhm.
they're focused more on screen readers.
They absolutely are, and on people being able to access computer and that's really where at least I understand this from Eric is dealing with it because he's an editor for the University of California. So they're working on how to comply. And as usual, you have to comply, but standards are wanting. So even after compliance is achieved, in quotes, your idea of compliance might be different from San Jose State. Who knows? So I think they're really working on a standardized, and they have one. It's that, people need to actually use it. And that's the second part of the puzzle. And so it turns. But I think the need for audio description is becoming wider in terms of people are knowing about it more, and again, the older we get and the more people we have who are losing their sight, not that I'm wishing it on them, but our numbers are growing and hopefully that bad thing can help us to develop a good thing for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get those baby boomers in the group.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I'm done speechifying. Just show up on June 3rd. That's all I'm saying.
Voices for Vista.
Voices for Vista, yay!
Yeah.
You're gonna get
Los
those
hermanos
signatures.
postizos.
Huh?
I said Los hermanos postizos.
Oh,
That's
that's
they're a duo and they actually perform at if you want to check them out at Palomar in Santa Cruz every
Oh,
Friday and
nice.
Saturday night. And one of the gentlemen, there are two gentlemen, one of the gentlemen is blind. And he sings like an angel and they play guitars together and harmonize, and it is a thing of beauty. So
I'm gonna go on social media right now and advertise Voices for Vista.
Yes, good idea.
do it. Yeah, we're still
Wow.
we're on to like our third, we did a save the date. I think our next one that goes out will have a picture of the two guys together.
Yeah, that'll be great. Pictures are always
Yeah, and you can, one guy's in sunglasses. Hint. But
See,
yeah, Eric
little
always laughs
Stevie
at me.
Wonder, there you go.
If I'm really in a mood, I think I don't want to deal with this tonight. I put on sunglasses because they're all usually a good looking item anyway, and go into a restaurant at night. It's amazing
Our
how
Ray-Bans, I hear.
everything changes.
right, the Ray-Ban.
Yeah, no, I could do the Ray-Bans, but again, by the time I get to the sunglasses, I'm like, don't bug me, I'm blind. Tell me where the water is,
Yes.
that attitude. I'm a charmer. Okay, sorry, I'm shutting up now. Thank you.
No, that was great. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, I don't think we have much to share about, audio description or accessible smart TVs. I think we covered most of it.
I think so, yeah.
We just missed out on Fire TV. I think that was the main one that's missing. Anyone have any experience with that?
Oh, which one?
It's 12:15.
Fire TV.
I wish I wanted to hear about it.
Isn't that Amazon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Brett has that one.
Yeah, he was gonna come, but then he couldn't come.
Oh,
Bummer.
shoot.
That would have been a great one, especially because Amazon is working to be more user friendly.
Yeah.
Yep, they are. They're all about the money, and we have some too.
And he was telling me that he does use the voice commands. He doesn't use the screen reader, but he does these voice commands. I'm like, well, that's kind of what I want to hear about. I want to hear how easy it is for me just to say, TV, do this.
I wonder if you would say like, hey, fire.
You just want to be bossy.
I just want to, yeah. I gotta go because I gotta go play with
I'm not the only one that's
my remote or
Me
Eric's
too.
remote. I've got to play with one of the remotes.